Very good morning, students. This is Jay Vishakan. For this session, I'm going to solve a problem by using D'Alembert's principle. Let me read out the question first to extract the given data or inputs. Two blocks of weights 500 Newton and 1000 Newton. 500 Newton and 1000 Newton are shown in figure. The coefficient of friction between the 500 block and the inclined plane is 0.3. That means between this portion, that is the plane, and the block is 0.3. Find the acceleration of each block and tension in the string. WA equal to 500 Newton. Therefore, MA equal to W is equal to mg. That's a formula of weight. So M is equal to W by G. So 500 divided by 9.81. 500 divided by 9.81. 50.97. 50.97 kg. And weight of block B is 1000 Newton. MB equal to 1000 divided by 9.81. 1000 divided by 9.81, which also 101.94. 101.94 kg. Then mu equal to, that is mu A equal to, because the block B is not in contact with any of the surface or any other body. Here, as far as block A is concerned, the surface, the inclined surface is in contact with the block A. Therefore, there will be a friction. So, the coefficient of friction is been given 0.3. To find the acceleration, that is acceleration of each block. So, AA, AB, and the tension of each blocks. Solution. First thing, you'll have to draw the FBD of blocks. I'm considering block A first. So which is in the inclined plane, the angular oppose is 30 degree. So this is the block, and there is a tension. Here one more point I missed out, that assume smooth pulley. Assume smooth pulley. Therefore, there won't be any friction on this as well as this pulley. So therefore, the tension this side and this side would be the one and the same. So tension. Here the weight which would act vertically downwards. This is WA, which is 50.97. Since the block is moving upwards, because the weight of the block is weight of the block B is greater than A, therefore this motion would be this direction. This is the motion. Therefore its inertia force will act in opposite direction of the motion. So this can be mentioned as M A A, right? And its normal would be perpendicular to the surface. So this can be mentioned as N A. And the friction would be opposite direction of the motion. So the motion is upwards, so therefore the friction is the downward direction. So this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, right? This is the y-axis. This is 90 degree Therefore, the angle of this should be 60. This should be 60 degree because the internal angle of triangle is 180. 90 minus 90 plus 30 minus 180 is 60. If this is 60 and this is also 60 because it's a parallel line. So therefore, this angle and this angle should be same. And the weight can be mentioned as, this is a horizontal, the x-axis, right? So 50.97 cos 60, and the vertical component can be written as 50.97 sin 60. Let me just redraw the block in an understandable manner. Right. So this is the tension T, this is the inertia force MAA, and the weight 50.97 sin 60, and the horizontal component 50.97 cos 60. Normal reaction NA, frictional force FA. Let me just count number of forces here. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Better recheck twice before you proceed. If you encounter any mistake in FED, the whatever thing will solve go in vain. So therefore, focus on FBD. And let me draw the FBD of block B. The weight is acting vertically downwards. Here the motion is vertically downwards. Here the motion is downwards. Therefore, its inertia force will act opposite direction of the motion. There is a tension. Two strings are there, so therefore it's tension. Then what about this acceleration? Because this pulley is supported by two strings, right? This 1000 Newton block is supported by two strings. In other words, string on either side of the pulley. Hence, the acceleration of block 500 Newton is twice the acceleration of block 1000 Newton. Therefore, AB equal to A. AA equal to A by 2. So, sorry, this is AA and this is AB. Therefore, here I mention A by 2. So, remember this, when a pulley is supported with two strings, that is the object with two strings, then the acceleration would be A by 2. Now, where to start? So, count the number of unknowns here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unknowns as far as block A is concerned, whereas block B is concerned 1, 2, 3 unknown. So, I'll start with block B. Considering block B, applying the equilibrium condition, the equation of equilibrium condition is summation H is equal to 0, summation V equal to 0. See, as far as block B is concerned, there is no horizontal forces. So I am eliminating the horizontal forces. So summation V equal to, going to resolve the vertical forces. Summation V is equal to 0. 0 equal to this T, the tension is acting in the positive y direction. So therefore T plus T, and the inertia force is also acting in the positive y direction. So MB A by 2 minus 1000, because the weight of the object is acting in the negative direction of y axis. So this can be rewritten as 2t plus the value of MB is 101.94, 101.94 into A by 2 minus 1000. 0 is equal to 2t plus 101.94 divided by 2, 50.97. 50.97 A minus 1000. So this can be rewritten as 2t plus 50.9 A equal to 1000. This as equation 1. Let me consider the block B now. Considering block A. So this is the free body diagram of block A. So apply the equilibrium condition. Summation H is equal to 0 and summation V equal to 0. At first I am going to resolve the horizontal forces. 0 equal to, this weight is, the horizontal portion of weight is acting in the negative direction, so it carries negative sign. 50.97 into cos 60. This inertia force is also acting in the negative direction, MAA. T is acting, the tension is acting in the positive direction. FA is acting in the negative side. Right. 0 equal to 50.97 into cos 60, 25.49 minus 25.49. Mass of A block is 50.97. 50.97 A plus T minus F is equal to mu into N. So coefficient of friction into normal reaction. So mu A is 0.3. So 0.3 into Na. So this equation can be rewritten in this manner. T minus 50.97 A equal to 25.49 plus 0.3 Na. T minus, and when the 25 goes in the left hand side, 0.3, that becomes positive. Equation number 2. Now I am going to resolve all the vertical forces. Summation V is equal to 0. 0 equal to Na in the positive direction minus weight which acting vertically downwards, so it carries negative symbol or sign. Therefore Na equal to 50.97 into sin 60, 44.14. 44.14. Right. Substitute the Na value in equation. Substitute Na value in equation number 2. Therefore T minus 50.97 A equal to 25.49 plus 0.3 into 44.14. T minus 50.97 A equal to 25.49 plus 0.3 into 44.14, 38.73. Equation number 3. Now solving equations 1 and 3. 1 becomes 2t plus 50.97a equal to 1000. Equation number 3 is t minus 50.97a equal to 38.73. There is a small mistake here. This should be in Newton. This should be in Newton. So this can be as 500. So 500 into cos 60, which works out 250. Similarly, here also it is 500 sin 60. So 500 into sin 60, 433. So t minus 50/9 into 250 into 433, which would be 250 plus 0.3 into 433, 380. So you have to be very careful while substituting the values, and don't get confused by substituting the value of weight or mass. Right. Equation 1, two unknowns. 2, B is 50.97, C is 1000, A2 is 1, B2 is minus 50.97, and C2 is 380. So 460. So T value is 460 Newton, and the acceleration is 1.57 meter per second square. What we considered here, so AA equal to A, which is 1.57 meter per second square. What about AB? AB is equal to A by 2, which is 1.57 divided by 2, which works out 1.57 divided by 2, which is 0.79 meter per second square. Fine. So we have to be very careful. For inertia force, the mass need to be considered, and for the horizontal and vertical component, you should consider this unit as Newton. The weight should be in Newton. Thank you.